Hello there, Leo. Thank you for stopping by for your tarot video forecast for the week of January 25th through the 31st. I do want to let you know I have open slots in the group mentoring session, and I also do private mentoring as well. So if you're interested in expanding or exploring your own psychic abilities, just drop me a line, let me know, and we will get you plugged in. You can find my contact information at my website, amista.info. So Leo, on Monday, you have the Nine of Cups showing up. Bum ba da ba, bum ba da ba, ba 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 ba. Interesting, because this deck I usually have a certain meaning for this card, but I'm getting a complete different meaning for you on Monday, Leo. And I'm feeling like on Monday, you're feeling like you're just kind of on cloud nine. You're just floating. You're having a really good day. You're just happy on Monday. So I'm not sure what happened on Sunday that put you in this space on Monday, but it's a fantastic feeling. Good for you, Leo. Good for you. Now, Tuesday, King of Coins showing up. This is just telling me, let's see, is this you or somebody you're interacting with? For most of you, this is you. So, Leos, you are feeling like you're on top of your game. You're feeling pretty secure, like you have everything that you need to accomplish the things that you want to get accomplished. And I feel like you are taking action. I feel like you may be beginning some kind of new project or enterprise. And I feel like you're working on it in a steady, consistent way. I don't feel like this new thing has you so fired up that you're just like in, like a shooting star type of situation where you throw in all this energy on it and then after that you kind of hit burnout. I feel like this is something that you're beginning on Tuesday, and I feel like it's something that you're going to be working on progressively and steadily as time goes by. This feels like this is a project that may last 6 or 7 months, and it's something that feels really good to you. And I feel like for some of you, it actually allows you to use some of your creative abilities in ways that you've been kind of longing to for a while. And I feel like also that this project, maybe I didn't say this, is like profitable. It's something that has to do with work or with making money. And it may be something going on at work that you're starting, or maybe if you own your own company, this could be something that you're doing with your company. But I feel like also this could be something that maybe has been just a hobby for you that has nothing to do really with your job, that you're either doing more steadily now or that you are going pro with it, even on the side with your job. So definitely something pretty wonderful coming in that area on Tuesday. That's awesome. Now Wednesday, what we have showing up, we have the King of Swords in reverse. I'm hearing this is somebody that you're interacting with on Wednesday. King of Swords in reverse is someone who normally is very logical and business-minded. They're good at making a plan and following through with it, reaching their targets, reaching their goals. Seems like they just kind of do that naturally. You know, they're very good at keeping that target in front of them and staying focused, not getting distracted. Something's going on with them on Wednesday, though. They're feeling much more emotional than usual. This type of person typically does suppress their emotions. By the way, for most of you, this will be a he. For a few of you, this will be a she. I never nail down genders in a general reading. So let's see, what else about this person? So they're feeling really emotional, and also they are, because they're not used to feeling like the emotions are in the driver's seat, that is actually making them more emotional. It's making them kind of freak out that they realize they're not being as logical as they normally are, and it's kind of like adding this other level of distress to them that they're in an emotional place. And not all of them are even in a bad emotional place. Some of them are in a good emotional place, but it still adds a layer of distress to them because it's such a strange thing for them to be actually walking around in their emotions. So I feel like this person and you are interacting on Wednesday. For some of you, I feel like this person is going to tell you that they are getting married. For others of you, there could be other things going on. Not everybody has a positive emotion thing going on with this person. Some of these people have more negative emotion things going on, plus the distress of feeling emotional. It's like anywhere in the range of why they could be feeling emotional. It could be anything on the negative side, anything on the positive side. Like I said, I do have those impressions. Some of you are going to be hearing about this person is actually getting married, and they're just that for those people, they're just kind of overwhelmed that they actually like found somebody that they really want to marry and that they feel these emotions for. Let's see. And when I say getting married, some of these people have not actually popped the question yet, but they're getting ready to. Others have popped the question and the wedding date is getting closer. So that's going to be fun, but it's not going to be about marriage for all of these people that you're interacting with. So Leo's, just a few of you get to have that experience. I'm sorry. All kinds of different things, negative or positive, that this person could be feeling emotional about, and I feel like it's manifesting a bunch of different ways for a bunch of different ones of you. So so you get to interact with them. It's awesome. Awesome. I feel like if they're in a good place, you get to just kind of reassure them that it's okay to be emotional. And if they're in a bad place, if they're feeling not emotional, I feel like you get to be the person that helps soothe them and calm them down and help them have a nice, calm perspective on things. So Thursday, 4 of clubs in reverse coming up. This is talking about generally a temporary separation is how I see this, but this is somebody leaving the nest. This can be somebody leaving for vacation. If you're in a relationship with someone, this can be like a temporary split up. This can be like an argument. Somebody throws a fit, and then later they calm down and they realize they were just throwing a fit and it was not that big of a deal. It's just something that needs to be talked through, and so they come back around. This can also be somebody going off for a military tour of duty. This can be somebody moving out of mom and dad's house or somebody moving out of the home. This can be somebody at work going to work at a different branch or for a different company. But you get the picture. It's somebody is leaving the nest. That's the bottom line coming up here for Thursday, Leos. Now Friday, wow, that was fast. That, I think for some of you Leos, that was you leaving the nest. Friday we have the 8 of Cups showing up in reverse. And I don't know if you guys could tell from my last reaction or not, but I never look at the cards after I put them down. It's very rare that I actually look at them before I start reading them for you, because I want the reading to be fresh. All my impressions right there. And I'm afraid if I look at the cards first, then I'll get impressions and I'll forget to tell you. So you're getting a fresh reading, even though I don't actually do the cards on camera like a lot of the readers do. More often than not, you're getting a fresh reading. If you're a Scorpio, which you probably wouldn't be watching this video if you were, but if you're a Scorpio, maybe not as fresh, because I'm a Scorpio and I kind of like to glance at those cards. Sometimes. Not even always for my own. Okay, so anyway, Friday, 8 of Cups in reverse, which is really interesting. So we had the 4 of Clubs in reverse, which to me talks about a temporary type of separation. This 8 of Cups talks about going back to a situation. And this is a little bit, this is a card that generally talks about relationships, and generally romantic relationships, although it can be other types of relationships as well. And I have seen it talk about work or employment as well, being employed and having some type of, viewing the employment as a relationship with the employer. So when we have the 8 of Cups right behind the 4 of Clubs, both in reverse, I think that for some of you, what's happened is you did have a temporary separation in a relationship, and now, like, you walked away, and now maybe you're the person that I was talking about that had the fit, and now you've calmed down and realized, maybe we can talk this out, and so you're coming back into this relationship. But I do want to tell you just generally more of what the 8 of Cups in reverse means, so that you have more of the big picture here. because I don't think this is going to apply just that way to everybody. So let's go with the basics. Eight of Cups in reverse just means that you did have a situation that you decided to cut your losses and walk away. You had invested a lot in this situation, whether it's relationship, work, whatever. You were putting in a lot of energy and effort into the situation, but you weren't getting a lot back. So you weren't getting replenished. You were just getting depleted, depleted, depleted. And so you finally took a look at the situation and you decided, you know what, this is not working for me. I need to cut my losses, walk away, find something that's going to work better for me. Okay, so that happened in the past. That could have been what happened on Thursday. Friday, what we have going on is you deciding to come back into that relationship that you decided you were going to walk away from originally. So this can be you going back to a job. This can be you literally coming back into an intimate relationship, or renewing or reconnecting with a friend or a business partner or a family member. But for whatever reason, you feel like maybe things will be more even. It'll be more of a two-way relationship if I come back into it. That's what the hope is as you walk back into that on Friday. Now, whether that hope is valid or not is not something that I'm able to tell you just from this card. That would be something that would come up, we could look at in a private reading if you guys would want that. Let's see. Let's move on to Saturday. Saturday, you have a fantastic card, and that's the Strength card. I love, love, love this card. This is one of my favorites. The Strength card I love because it really talks about accepting yourself. All of you. So accepting how your body looks, accepting that you have a dark side and you have a light side, accepting that maybe you're terrible at something, accepting that you're really awesome at other things, having that real honest acceptance of yourself, being able to look at yourself honestly and say, this is true about me, and then not turn around and kick your own butt because whatever it is true about you. To say, you know what, and it's okay, and it's acceptable. And it's interesting to me when I'm watching people and hearing them talk and interacting with them about what people will and won't accept about themselves. Now, you have some people that can accept very easily that they have strong points, but can't accept very easily that they might make a mistake or they might have a weak point. And then on the flip side, you have people that can accept that they have bad parts, that they have things that they're not good at, and maybe they don't always have the best intentions. They can accept that, but they can't accept their strong points. They can't accept what they're good at, what they're really great with. So it's always interesting to see what it is. Where do people actually have the trouble accepting of themselves? And I feel like for you Leos, it's going to vary depending on who you are. But this card is fantastic because it says that even those things about you that are hard for you to accept, I feel like you're going to be accepting them on Saturday. You're going to be saying, yep, that's me. That's who I am, and that's okay. Now, the beautiful thing about acceptance is that until you accept yourself the way you are, you can't do anything to change yourself, so you stay stuck in your same patterns and your same routines. But once you can accept everything about yourself, then you can take a good honest look at yourself and say, okay, what would I like to change here? And then you can start making some adjustments and some changes. But if you can't look at yourself and honestly see how you are, you can't look at yourself and honestly see what needs to be changed and what doesn't. So to me, the Strength card, whenever we're talking about that kind of acceptance, we're talking about that first step of being able to move forward and grow and expand in our own awareness, our own consciousness, our own lives, our own integrity. It's awesome. It's an awesome card. So I'm really glad to see you guys have that. And then on Sunday, what we have is we have the Star card in reverse. And the Star card in reverse is just telling me that there's something going on Sunday that has you a little bit confused. Has you thinking about, did I handle that situation the right way? Is this really what I need to be doing? Am I on the right path? that type of thing. You've kind of gotten a little bit out of sync with your own intuition and your own gut feelings. Many times this happens when other people try to tell us how they think that we should be or what they think we should be doing. And then where we might have felt like, okay, we're really on the trail and we know exactly what we're headed for, all of a sudden now we're like, well, maybe I'm not supposed to be doing this. And then there's all this questioning and confusion until we can get it all sorted out and figured out again. So that's what I kind of see going on Sunday is questioning and confusing. And I have the strong sensation for a lot of you that this is because of something that somebody said around you. And they may not have even been talking directly to you. For some of you, they will have been. But they have just said something that you kind of go, well, you know what? I don't match up with that. And is that okay that I don't match up with that? So there's that questioning going on Sunday. To me, the nice thing about having that kind of questioning is that once you've questioned something, then you have a really good idea on the other side of it where you stand. And so once you get to the conclusion of the questioning, you're in a much firmer place than where you were before. The ground beneath your feet is firmer because you know for sure, okay, this is why I'm here, and I know that I'm here intentionally. So it can work out really good to have this questioning go on and to have that confusion and that inner turmoil, because once you get it settled, it's like putting, rocks into your foundation. It's a good thing. All right, so that is your week, Leos. Thank you so much for stopping by, for hanging out, for liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting. I just appreciate all of your support. Everybody have a fantastic week. I'll see you back here the next time. Peace out.